Have you ever wondered why periods happen? Why sometimes the blood looks different, or even why periods are late? These are questions that every woman has at some point, and in this video, we're answering the 9 most important questions about periods you need to know. The 9 questions about periods that arise are: what is the origin of periods? How long is a period normally? How much blood is lost during menstruation? What is the origin of period pain? What is the meaning of the different colors of menstrual blood? What is the origin of blood clots during menstruation? What causes bleeding outside of menstruation? What is the origin of the unpleasant odor of menstrual blood? And why periods are late? This is your ultimate guide. Watch till the end for clear, simple, and accurate answers. First question: what is a woman's period? Every month, the uterus prepares a nest for the unborn baby by producing uterine lining. Nidation describes the moment when the embryo fully penetrates the lining of the uterus. The embryo implants itself in the wall of the uterus, also called the endometrium. This is called implantation. This stage of pregnancy occurs from the 7th day after fertilization. Fertilization is the meeting between a spermatozoon and an egg. If fertilization does not occur, the uterus eliminates this endometrium, which is no longer needed. This is called menstruation in women. It is the discharge of blood that occurs once a month in women. We specifically refer to menstruation because it is part of the menstrual cycle, which prepares the body for pregnancy. When a young girl has her first menstrual period at puberty, it means that her reproductive system has reached maturity. That is to say, her reproductive system is ready to accommodate a pregnancy. Second question: what is the normal duration of a woman's period? Menstruation is a normal, natural phenomenon specific to each woman. The duration of menstruation varies greatly from woman to woman and at different stages of life. On average, it lasts 2 to 7 days, with heavier flow during the first 2 days, from puberty until menopause. Bleeding shouldn't last too long. If your period lasts more than 8 days, consult your gynecologist. Third question: how much blood is lost during menstruation? The amount of menstrual blood varies from one woman to another, and sometimes from one menstrual period to the next. During menstruation, a healthy woman loses between 40 and 50 milliliters of blood. In any case, don't worry. These are very small amounts compared to all the blood in your body. In addition, there are tampons, pads, and menstrual cups suitable for all types of menstrual flow, whether light, medium, or heavy. Fourth question: what is the origin of period pain? To shed the uterine lining or endometrium, the uterine muscle, also called the myometrium, must contract, which can cause pain. Sometimes severe in the abdomen during menstruation. The pain is often more intense in the early years of life for young girls. Some women feel nothing, while others only feel a slight tension in the lower abdomen. To reduce menstrual pain, engage in light physical activity, eat a healthy diet, cut down on coffee and salt, avoid stressful situations, and reduce or stop smoking and drinking alcohol. Fifth question: what is the meaning of the different colors of menstrual blood? The color of menstrual blood can be light red, brown, pink, dark purple, or black. If you have light red, it means everything is working well and you are in good health. Menstrual blood is red when it is eliminated immediately. The red color indicates that the flow is normal, meaning it's flowing properly. Menstrual blood can be brown. This means that menstruation is light. In other words, menstrual flow is slow, allowing time for oxidization in the presence of oxygen. This phenomenon occurs when menstrual blood from the uterus stagnates in the vagina before flowing. The brown color of menstrual blood can also mean that you are in the early stages of pregnancy or that you are taking hormonal contraceptives. If you have pink bleeding, it means that the menstrual blood is mixed with cervical mucus, a secretion from the cervix, or that you are taking hormonal contraceptives, or that you have anemia or high estrogen levels. Pink blood can also mean you are pregnant because when the embryo implants in the uterine lining 7 days after fertilization, light bleeding may occur. This is due to the rupture of small blood vessels in the uterine lining. If you have dark purple bleeding, it may be due to a thicker uterine lining and high estrogen levels. If you have black menstrual blood, it means the blood is oxidized, the beginning or end of your period. A thicker uterine lining or slower evacuation. Sixth question: what is the origin of blood clots during menstruation? Clots are coagulated blood. This is a normal phenomenon, especially during heavy periods or in the morning, because the blood has been stagnating in the vagina all night. Iron deficiency can also explain the presence of clots during menstruation. Furthermore, if the blood contains clots, it means that the endometrium has detached from the uterus a few hours before contractions evacuate it. If you notice clots appearing when you've never had them before, consult your doctor to check for cysts or to determine whether you have anemia. 7th question. What are the causes of bleeding outside of your period? There are several possible causes of bleeding outside of your period in women. Implantation of an embryo outside the uterus, for example, in a fallopian tube can cause bleeding and pain. This is called an ectopic pregnancy. Outside of pregnancy, causes that can lead to bleeding include, for example, the insertion of an IUD, which can cause bleeding for a few weeks. Taking hormonal contraceptives can cause bleeding, especially in the first few months. A uterine fibroid, this is a non-cancerous tumor that develops in the wall of the uterus. Cervical lesions, cervical or endometrial cancer or vaginal cancer, abnormal growth of the uterine lining, inflammation of the cervix, or infection of the fallopian tubes. 8th question. What is the origin of the unpleasant odor of menstrual blood? The exact composition of menstrual blood varies from woman to woman and also depends on the thickness of the endometrium. Menstrual blood is a true mixture, not just blood. In detail, menstrual blood is composed of dead endometrial cells, vaginal secretions from the cervix, and bacteria. Your period may have an unpleasant odor. This odor can be more or less intense depending on how long the menstrual blood remains in your uterus before being released. But this doesn't mean it's dirty. The odor can also come from the bacteria that naturally accumulate during your period.
When you bleed, you retain moisture in your vagina, which can lead to secondary vaginal infections like bacterial vaginosis, which has a strong odor. Washing your vulva with anything other than water can lead to vaginosis. So be careful with your intimate hygiene before, during, and after your period. As a reminder, nothing beats clean water for washing your vulva.
The unpleasant odor of menstrual blood can also come from the protection you use and how long you keep it in. Be careful, a tampon should not be kept in for more than 3 hours. The longer you keep disposable protection in, the worse it smells. 9th question. What are the causes of late periods? First, what is a late period? A menstrual cycle lasts on average 28 days. When your cycle lasts between 21 and 35 days, it is also normal. The length of the menstrual cycle can vary by a few days each cycle, without this being considered a late period. Menstruation occurs 14 days after ovulation when a pregnancy has not started. If your menstrual cycles are regular, it is considered a late period if it has not arrived 5 days late, after the date on which it was expected. If your cycles are irregular, it is considered late if it has not arrived 1 week after the date on which it was expected. There are many reasons why your period may be late. Absent or completely absent. The first possible cause is pregnancy. If you have had unprotected sex, your period may be due to pregnancy. We recommend first ruling out pregnancy by taking a pregnancy test. Early symptoms of pregnancy include breast tenderness, morning sickness, frequent urination, and fatigue. These symptoms, combined with a late period, may indicate pregnancy. You may have taken a pregnancy test without a period, and yet it was negative. It's perfectly possible to have a missed period but not be pregnant. Therefore, a late period isn't always a sign of pregnancy, but other factors can lengthen your cycle. That is, other causes can explain a late period. Stress can be one of the main causes of a late or missed period. To allow the body to react effectively to stressful situations, the brain controls the production of other hormones such as cortisol, adrenaline, and noradrenaline. But when these hormones are produced in too large quantities and for too long, they cause an imbalance in the secretion of sex hormones, which can even prevent ovulation and therefore the arrival of a period. If you are in a state of tension or worry, the body can put ovulation on hold to protect itself. As a result, your period is delayed or disappears for a while. This is a brief delay of a few days. Don't worry, it's temporary and not serious. Stress experienced during the follicular phase can cause a delay or absence of ovulation. This can therefore lengthen the cycle and affect fertility. The more stressed you are by the delay, the longer your period will arrive. Take time to relax. Exercising is a great way to reduce stress. Consuming less sugar, alcohol, or coffee can help reduce stress and its impact on your menstrual cycle. If, on the other hand, you're experiencing significant and persistent stress, your periods may stop for a few months. If your period has stopped for 3 months, we recommend consulting your doctor for medical advice. Menstrual cycle disturbances, such as longer or shorter cycles, are also a common effect of stress. It can also be linked to a disrupted lifestyle. Examples include fatigue, poor diet, and a lack of physical activity. Diet also plays an important role in the proper functioning of the menstrual cycle. Sudden weight loss can cause your period to stop because eating disorders can stop the production of hormones necessary for ovulation. Overly strict diets and a diet too low in fat can cause menstrual cycle disruptions. The way we eat influences the ovary's production of hormones, which determines the regularity of periods. The body needs a correct fat intake to function normally. This is also why most anorexic girls also suffer from an absence of menstruation. Therefore, be wary of overly strict diets, especially those that completely eliminate fat. We advise you to eat a healthy and balanced diet for better regulation of the menstrual cycle. Consume plenty of fruits and vegetables rich in vitamins and fiber, proteins, vegetable oils, oily fish, and limit sugar. Being overweight can cause your body to produce too much estrogen, which can affect your menstrual cycle. Like underweight women, obese women suffer from menstrual cycle disturbances. Obese women produce too much male sex hormones, which are normally present in small amounts in women, causing a delay in ovulation and therefore a delay in their periods. If you are significantly overweight and have already had a late period, consult your doctor or gynecologist. Afterward, monitoring by a nutritionist will help you rebalance your diet. Excessive and intense physical activity can lead to hormonal imbalances. Late periods are a common occurrence among elite athletes. Periods may be spaced out or even disappear for several months. Thyroid hormones affect many vital body functions such as heart rate, growth, digestion, and fertility. Hyperthyroidism results from an overactive thyroid, which causes thyroid hormone levels to rise and vital body functions to accelerate. This thyroid condition can interfere with your period. Certain conditions such as heart disease or diabetes can cause irregular periods. Some types of birth control, such as progesterone-only birth control pills, can cause your periods to stop completely. The pill puts your natural cycle on hold. The bleeding that occurs each month is not really a period since the pill blocks ovulation. It is generally lighter than a period and sometimes absent. However, a late period while on the pill should prompt a pregnancy check. It is possible to become pregnant while on the pill if you miss a pill. In addition, vomiting or diarrhea after taking a pill cancels out its effectiveness. Progestin-only pills or pills taken continuously can also make your period stop completely. This doesn't mean you're pregnant. And if you stop taking the pill, it may take a few months for your period to return. This is completely normal. Polycystic ovaries have many underdeveloped sacs in which eggs develop, and they are often unable to release an egg. This is why you do not ovulate. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is responsible for irregular periods. As you approach menopause, which generally occurs between the ages of 45 and 55, your estrogen levels begin to decline, resulting in less frequent ovulation. Some women experience premature menopause, which occurs before the age of 40. If you haven't had your period for 3 months and are under 45, consult your doctor. If you are breastfeeding, your periods may be irregular or absent. Your period may not even start until you stop breastfeeding. Thanks for watching and see you next video.